The world is changing. Inspiration is everywhere. It has never been so easy to connect, share, and bring people together. We're learning from others and finding the best in ourselves. Challenging our beliefs. Sharing our vulnerability. Overcoming our fears. Transforming ourselves so we can transform the world. How far can we go?
This is London Real. I am Brian Rose. My guest today is... This is London Real. I am Brian Rose. My guest today is Sandeep Nailwal, the entrepreneur, software developer, and cryptocurrency pioneer. You are the co-founder and COO of Polygon, the scaling solution known as Ethereum's Internet of Blockchains, one of the most successful crypto projects with the 12th largest market capitalization. Polygon has now addressed major scalability issues while maintaining incredibly low fees, and earlier this year successfully raised $450 million in an effort to pursue your goal of bringing the mass adoption of Web3. You've also launched the Polygon ZK EVM, the first zero-knowledge scaling solution that's fully compatible with Ethereum that will reduce transaction costs and massively increase throughput without jeopardizing security. You have said that the Ethereum merge is welcome news and will only amplify the need for Polygon as the go-to transaction layer for users and builders. And you passionately believe that a multi-chain future built on top of Ethereum is the path to decentralization, security, and scalability. Sandeep, welcome back to London Real.
Thanks, Brian, for having me here. Very excited for this talk.
Me too. I'm always excited to talk to you. It's been almost a year since we sat down last time, and you've been busy, and a lot has been going on. So we got so much to catch up on. I want to hear about all the success you're having with Polygon and talk about a bunch of these issues like the merge and the ZK stuff. But maybe before we get started, I'd love to get your thoughts on the market itself, because obviously we've come off significantly. We've had this crypto winter, and I know you have some pretty interesting thoughts about market cycles. You've been in crypto for a long time, but like you must have the younger generation sometimes at Polygon coming to you, people panicking. Like, how do you put everything in perspective? How do you even think about market cycles in crypto and even outside of crypto?
Yeah, so I think crypto market cycles traditionally have been governed by the Bitcoin halvening, right? So every 4 years, Bitcoin halvens, and at that time, like Bitcoin rallies, so a lot of other projects also, like their tokens and things like that, rally. Generally, crypto has been that, and up till I think 2016, 17, also that was the same thing. Even in 2020, it was governed by that. But I think now in the last 2-3 years, crypto has also achieved a great amount of, I would say, product market fit. We see DeFi, which, the whole world, the whole financial world has reckoned that, this is something to be aware of, and this could be something of future. There's NFTs, gaming, brands now using NFTs, doing a lot of things, DAOs, so many protocols taking these community decisions to govern these consumer-owned or user-owned applications. So I think there's a lot of product market fit. So now crypto has started slowly correlating. Crypto cycles, at least, have started more correlating with the macro world, like the larger kind of financial world. And I think currently what we are experiencing is the same. I think crypto remains pretty strong and steady as of now. I think the downturn you see in crypto is more to do with the macro markets and the liquidity tightening that is happening, quantitative tightening by US Fed. But I don't think that there is any inherent or any special kind of bear news in the crypto market. So, we are just following the macro markets in that sense. And, the markets will revive or kind of go back to normal only when we have full clarity. Right now, I think there is uncertainty that what is Fed is going to do. Are they going to increase now 75 basis point one more time? It's going to be 50 basis and all that. So, we are just following right now the macro market cycles as of now. And, everybody believes, even the macro markets believe that this could be like, maybe 6 months, 1 year, whatever it is. But I think even if it goes to 2023, when in 2024 there is Bitcoin halving is there, and now you have Ethereum merge, which is the second largest asset, and suddenly with Ethereum merge, the supply of Ethereum also is cut down very heavily. So I think this could be a perfect storm once the macro market uncertainty reduces, and in 2023 you have 1 year from Bitcoin halving, and Ethereum merge has already happened. So a lot of things will be positive at around that time, alongside all of this product market fit. So I'm fairly optimistic with that.
Okay, so next year we're going to the moon. I can quote you.
Unless like macro markets, like there are fears of 1929 depression. If we don't have that, I feel, and we have a 6 months, 12 months, 18 months kind of recession, I think things should be very, very positive on crypto side. But if we have like 1929 like kind of Great Depression, then then nothing will survive with that.
Well, talk me through like the last 6 months, because in February you raised 450 million, and then in June everything's just hitting the bottoms, including Matic. You guys got down to like 35 cents. What were you thinking as all these things happened? Was the raise, I mean, that's not easy to raise that chunk of money in those markets, but you did it. And then you kind of weather through that storm in June. What are the kind of things that's going on in your mind when this is happening?
Yeah, I think when I went out for that raise, this calculation was in our mind. Like we did the raise in like last year, actually October, November, when the market was still booming. And the kind of things we were building, like this thought, actually we still had decent treasury, right? But the kind of things we were building, it was very clear in my mind that one of the largest, so we have our co-founders meeting regularly, right? So where I list out all the risks that we have, right? So this was one of the risks that we had, like, okay, we are doing great work, we are now we are building pioneering technology, cutting edge technology on the zero knowledge side and things like that. And what can be the worst that can happen? Of course, there are other risks like hacks and traditional crypto and any startup related risk. But this was also one risk, that what if world goes into a massive kind of recession, and we end up not having the enough bandwidth to hire the talent to build it. And that was a thought process, and that's why we thought that, okay, the markets is right now are good. Let's go ahead and reserve at least 3 to 4 years of runway. Like I assumed a 1.5 to 2 years recession in between. So I thought that, okay, we need to have a runway of 4 years, and not only runway, but an aggressive runway, which actually, with which we not only like build, but we build and dominate, like as a community, as a, Polygon platform. We are able to not only build, but we really go, hard at in terms of getting the adoption, which is our ultimate goal. So I think that was the thought process, and I think that in the hindsight, it played out well. But you never, like as they say, hindsight is 2020. So it was kind of a stroke of fortune also, or luck, that we raised just before that. And after that, it would have been very difficult to raise this kind of runway after let's say the markets turned bad. So yeah, we were lucky that way.
Yeah, that's not luck. I mean, that's the experience of your team, because it's very, it's very easy as a human to not raise capital in the bull markets, right? It's just the good times are going to roll. You got plenty of cash coming in. No need to worry about that right now. It takes discipline to raise capital in a market like that, right?
Yeah, I agree. But I think that I am actually not that good at and disciplined in timing the markets, to be honest. But the kind of things that we were doing, like, it was very clear to me, like these things, like the products we are building, they were screaming to me. I feel like I am not that, I would not say that I was like that for forward looking and all that, but those products were like, we need to be done justice with this, like we need like this kind of runway. So I think that I also thought about it, like, to be honest, my mind was like, why do we need this money? We have decent treasury. Polygon is like, is now a very good valuation. Whenever we need money, we can use this Matic to raise money in the markets, right? But then again, like, and I could not have, or we could not have, risked our products, like, because we are very, very, very bullish on the things that we are building right now, and we definitely feel now in the history of like 4 years of our this organization, the group which started Polygon, that we are today is the we have the maximum amount of opportunity. Like previously we were doing a lot of things, but now we can see this, like, okay, this is this here, we just have to walk this path and not screw up in between, right? So that actually helped me in that.
Yeah, I mean, probably maybe for the first times ever, you can literally clearly see exactly where you're going and where you need to go, and it's just about execution. Whereas a year or two ago, maybe it wasn't as clear. Like you knew where you were going, but now you can really see it. It's happening, right?
Exactly. And it was true for the entire crypto industry, to be honest. Like at that point in time, like nobody knew exactly where the world is coming, how much adoption is going to happen. I also used to debate with myself that, are we going to have like a AI kind of cycle? Because you remember, like, I think we used to have a television show. I always quoted the small wonder, right? So with there is the younger sister, like as a kid we used to watch, and the younger sister is Vicky, who's a AI. So, and since then people are saying AI is coming, AI is coming, AI is coming, and then it's been like 20, 30, 40 years, and even now you're saying AI is coming, right? So I thought, because blockchains and Web3 is also a fundamental technology, like blockchain, I even say that at times blockchain, I don't even think of it as a separate technology. It's basically kind of a revolution, or a kind of a way to do things we figured out in this digital world. And you don't really know like when it will fully blossom in terms of its, at that, like 2 years, 3 years back, we did not know, till DeFi broke out, NFT broke out, gaming broke out, and all that. All these were just ideas before that. So that nervousness was there. But today, in terms of the what markets need and the demand, as well as what is the demand, and as well as what markets need, what do we need to get these next like 100 million, 200, or maybe a billion users in Web3, right? We see the demand is there. Right now, infrastructurally, we are not ready. That is what Polygon is working on. We are looking to build that infrastructure which can take these 100 million, 200 million users. Today, all the blockchains combined, like, whatever it is, like Bitcoin, Ethereum, Polygon, Solana, everything you combine, they can hardly take 5 to 10 million users, daily active users, right? If you go beyond that, then most of these chains will start experiencing issues in terms of gas fees spiking up. In some of the chains, we see that the chains keep going down all the time and all that. So because the scalability is not there, with the things that now ZK unlocks for us, we can clearly see that we can scale it up to in next 2 years to probably to be able to serve, let's say, 50 to 100 million users, right? If we do it right, execute it properly, in next 2 years, we should be able to easily reach a place where we can say that, okay, apps, go and build as an ecosystem. I'm saying you can go and build good apps, and then users will come. And if the users come, the scalability will be there. Not like before, where, let's say, CryptoKitties breaks out, or Bored Apes breaks out, and then you have to pay $500 for doing a transaction, right, on Ethereum,
Right.
for example. So
Right.
we'll have that kind of scalability, and that's why I'm saying that the path is clear. Reach that infrastructure scalability and let the ecosystem blossom. After that, the ecosystem, I mean the app ecosystem.
And in your mind, you guys are the only ones that are going to do it. You're the clear winner that can provide that scalability. There's not a second place right now.
I would say that there are other good teams also, but I think that our experience says that every one of them has some or the other strategic misstep that they have taken, because also, like, one of the biggest strengths of us at Polygon is that, for example, Jayanti, we are my other co-founder Jayanti, right? Like, we are app builders, and then we did some acquisitions, this, that, and then we also brought in protocol people. So our team has a very good visibility, I feel, like slightly better visibility of what developers want in the short run, in the middle run, and the long run. Many of the crypto protocols, infrastructure protocols, are built by very deep, I would say, even like nerds and geeks, right? So they are focused on building the best blockchain tech. Not that much, like, they understand now this is very important to actually get adoption, but I don't think that that's in their DNA. we have that in our DNA. So not only we build the tech, but we then go out and try to get developers to use that tech, right? So I think that's a defining factor. That's why I feel that we are like, definitely ahead in the lead, because, for example, ZK rollups also, we are the only team which has an open source zero knowledge rollups already, shipped out in the public. There is a public test net coming in, and, it will be a matter of weeks when we'll be on the main net. So that's why, definitely we are, I'll not be as strong as there is no second. There are some people or very, very good teams, like, and we have huge respect for teams who are, also doing this, but they have strategic miscalculations here and there, which we feel that, the moment we are out and the kind of momentum that we have in terms of the adoption, we are arguably the most adopted blockchain today. And the way we are going, like as a Polygon ecosystem, again, I'm saying that, the way Polygon ecosystem is growing, if we have this, cutting edge tech also live, it's kind of the perfect storm for this to, uh, they go to a next stage, and it becomes like, or starts acquiring huge network effects beyond that, which becomes very difficult. For example, Ethereum as a layer one has those network effects. Like, even no matter what you build, what kind of beautiful technology you build, but the network effects that Ethereum has, it's really, really hard to compete with them. Like, it's like in the blockchain, in the programming languages, you have JavaScript, right? Nobody, like, some people, a lot of people would be there that JavaScript is not a good programming language and all that. But today you see the whole world runs on JavaScript. Like 90% of all the things that you are interacting, the bigger things, they have JavaScript running on them. Like your web browsers, everything is JavaScript, and the backend also JavaScript to cover. So it's about those network effects also. And that's what, like, I think we have a good window, I feel. Once our tech is live with all this adoption, we have a very good window and comfortable window of building all those network effects and go really big.
Yeah, well, let's talk about Ethereum. I mean, we've called it the Microsoft Office of the blockchain before, just so people would understand that maybe it's not the best technology, but when everyone's using it, it's the technology everyone uses. And so you've always said that no other L1 is going to compete with it. And I guess you're talking about the Cardanos and the Solanas and the AVAXs, and we've had most of those founders on here. But for you, you're saying because of the network effect and the history and the developers out there, for you, it's the winner. 99% chance the winner.
Yeah. I mean, the names that you just took for the layer ones, in our mind, that they might have had some small opportunity, like for a few months, where they were actually able to create that kind of attention and all that. But with all the, again, like few strategic mishaps, whatever, I think most of them lost that window. Like all the existing ones, like in our mind, they're already done. There's no chance for them to come back. Maybe some new ones also are coming in. Let's see what they come up with. But I feel like it's extremely, extremely difficult. I would even put it at 99.999, like 0.001% chance for anyone. And It's not only about the technology, actually, because that's easy to build. The network effects is also okay, but the way Ethereum community has been built, the way it is decentralized, the way it has been decentralized, the decision making, the building, like in between, like some of the people became kind of negative towards Ethereum because, let's say, in the year 2016, 17, 18, 19, Ethereum development was not going so strongly, so smoothly, because Ethereum became like a very true democratic system, right? And in these democratic systems, these are self-correcting systems, right? So, it became like too decentralized, too many people came in and everybody had voice. There was no particular vision, but the community eventually came together. Some of the sane voices came together, brought in the motivation and all that. And if you see the last 2-3 years, Ethereum community, and this is so like amazing for me to, even think that no single party is building it, but Ethereum somehow has been able to roll out such big updates like EIP 1559. Now we are talking about this merge, which is like humongous. I don't think that, humanity has ever seen this complex of software spread in this kind of complex environment and getting updated, right? So this is again a phenomenon itself. Then you have EIP 4844 and all those things where community is now delivering. So I argue that Ethereum went through its chaos and all those cycles, but it was an evolution cycle for Ethereum. And now Ethereum community is truly become really, really strong, where they are able to deliver feature after feature and the improvement after improvement on the protocol. So that kind of removes that.
To continue watching the rest of the episode for free, visit our website londonreal.tv or click the link in the description below.